Hi, my name is Lauren Goldstein, and I'm excited to be here today on behalf of Marin Sanchez and the Marin Sanchez Home Foundation. The mission of the Marin Sanchez Home Foundation is to teach youth to defend themselves against psychological, emotional, physical, and cyberbullying manipulation. Today's topic is about psychological abuse, and I'm going to start with a definition. Psychological abuse is a form of maltreatment in which there is intent to cause mental or emotional pain or injury. One may threaten to hurt themselves, manipulating you to feel sorry for them. They might demand to know what you're doing at all times. They may threaten to hurt someone or something you love. They might destroy something that was important to you. And what's important to recognize is that these things can happen subtly over time, but it's within the subtlety as to where it starts. Other types of psychological abuse include being cursed at, being called names, getting the silent treatment. Silence wields power and becomes a form of manipulation. Sarcasm, possessiveness, and controlling behaviors. Someone could act in a way that seemed dangerous. They could insult you and demean you. And the classic statement from a psychological abuser is, quote, unquote, "You'll never find someone better than me." Now we're going to cross over to the topic of emotional abuse. The definition of emotional abuse is a regular pattern of verbal offense, threatening, bullying, and constant criticism, as well as subtle tactics like intimidation, shaping, and manipulation. And again, in all these definitions, the important site is the intent to harm. Cyberbullying. What is cyberbullying? It is the calculated, ongoing abuse that is aimed at a less powerful target. An individual that seeks to control, dominate, and terrorize the life of another. Persistence and manipulation. It does not prove love. They are trying to change your mind and convince you that you really love them. It does not mean you are special when somebody is being persistent by manipulating you. It should not be interpreted as flattering. It actually is demonstrating that the individual is troubled. If you talk to someone 9 times after you said no, then you spoke to that person 9 more times than you wanted to. If someone aggressively debates, pleads, and negotiates and tries to change your mind, that person will never recognize and honor your feelings. If that does happen, then recognize you made the right decision. A few facts. No is a full sentence. Not maybe, not not yet, not give me time. Be very clear. No, N-O, is a full sentence. Another fact. Boys and men are considered cute when in pursuit. Girls' actions much more negative when they're pursuing. They're considered crazy. You do not have to explain why you're saying no. Almost any contact after rejection would be considered negotiation, and there is no negotiating with a manipulator. Some of the most important points that I'd like to give you between psychological abuse, emotional abuse, and cyberbullying is that they all have the intent to harm. They could be very subtle in actions over time, and you might feel the instinct that it's happening, but you might not recognize it until you start to feel harassed and or endangered. Please note that any emotional, psychological abuse and or cyberbullying has no "I'm sorry" to it. You need to take action, say no to that person, get away from them, and Be safe.